Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to start chapter 5 sorting. Very important concept because this chapter we are going to discuss sorting technique, and the three sorting techniques are very important because the same lab program also it's come from sorting technique. Okay, and we can expect 5 mark question, one question, or we can expect one hot question also from this sorting chapter. Okay, and don't skip the video because every classes I'm going to discuss only one sorting technique, and in today's class I'm going to discuss what is the meaning of sorting and tracing, how to do the tracing of bubble sort, and programming, and also algorithm. So don't skip the video, and I'm going to share with you the one happy news. Within a week my first book is going to be released. It is integrated computer science with Python, class 12 or second PUC. So it is a complete pack. You will be having the textbook, question bank with answer, and challenging application based questions also I have covered, then lab manual. So soon I will share with you the contact details. So please do purchase and tell me your review in the comment section. So now let's see the chapter. So when you look into this diagram, you can see the first one, we are having the jumbled one, the jumbled numbers. After that, you are arranging it in ascending order. What is the meaning of ascending order? It starts from the smallest to highest order. That we can call it as a ascending order. So this we can call it as a one type of sorting. Another type of sorting you can see here. So these are the balls are arranged according to the colors. This one also we can call it as a sorting, and here we can take it as a character or the string concept also. So string also, first one it looks like a jumbled words. After that you are arranging it in like alphabetically. That also we can call it as sorting. So these are the examples you can consider as a sorting. So what is the meaning of sorting? Sorting is the process of ordering or arranging elements in a specific order. So what is a specific order? It can be the ascending or descending. Okay, and sorting helps in efficient searching and data management. What is the meaning of efficient searching? For example, when you want to find out what is the meaning of sorting in dictionary, so directly you have to open the page where the S starts with, because you know already the dictionaries are arranged in alphabetical order. In case if the dictionaries are not arranged in alphabetical order, it is very difficult for you to find out the meaning of one word, because every pages you have to search and find out the meaning, right? So for that only the sorting is very important to retrieve the data. That is what it is called efficient searching. What are the other example you can mention? Student roll numbers also arrange it in order, and students height and weight are also arranged in order. So these are the example you can mention when you're asking about sorting. And the next concept is overhead. What is the meaning of overhead? In sorting algorithm, overhead is the additional cost or time. This is very important keyword to arrange the data in sorting order from the unsorted list. For example, when you want to sort the data from the unsorted list, there is particular time limit the program has to execute and find out the sorting order. Okay, but in case if the program is taking extra additional time to sort out this order, then that additional cost or time only we can call it as a overhead. Here what is the meaning of additional cost is the storage, how much storage it is taking. So different sorting technique will follow different time frame to find out the sorting order. Okay, so you have to think which one is the best one to choose for the sorting method. We are having a different sorting techniques are there, and each one will take a different time frame to do the sorting. Clear? And last year I hope everyone remember we have seen good algorithm, how to be that, right? When we are comparing two algorithm, which one will be the suited for the less cost or less time to execute the program, that we can call it as a overhead. Okay, the next concept is what is bubble shot. Today we are going to see what is the meaning of bubble shot and its technique, and its working process also we are going to discuss now. So bubble sort is a method to arrange numbers in order by swapping them. This is very, very important. In all the sorting technique, we are going to do the first concept is swapping. I hope everyone remember last year also we had discussed two type of swapping program. One, for example, if you have a number a equal to 5 and b equal to 6, what is the meaning of swapping? After swapping, the value of A is become 6 and B is become 5. That we can call it as a swapping. So swapping last year we had discussed with by using the temporary variable also, and another one without using the temporary variable. So both the concept we have done the lab program. I just want you to revise that concept. Anyway, I am going to explain when I am explaining the programming. Okay. And in each pass means each iteration, the algorithm compares the adjacent numbers and swaps them if they are in wrong order. For example, this is a list. You are having 5, 4, and 8, then 1. Now if I want to sort it according to the ascending order, the first number is compare it with the adjacent number, which means the second number. So if it is on the wrong order, it will swap it. So this number will come to the first position. The first position will go to the second position. This one we can call it as a swapping. And after every pass, the largest numbers get bubbled up to its correct position. So bubbled up to the correct position is whenever it is comparing to the other number, the largest number always goes to the last one. That is what it is going to the correct position. And after that, next largest number will come to the next position. Clear now? And this process repeats until all numbers are sorted. If no swaps happen in pass, the list is already sorted and sorting stops early. For a list size of n, bubble sort makes n minus 1 passes. This is very important. It may come in 1 marker also. Make it n minus 1 passes, which means n minus 1 iteration it has to do the sorting. So which means 4 iteration it will do. And it is easy to understand but slow for larger list. So the bubble sort is not suitable for large number of lists. Clear now? What is the meaning of bubble sort and how it is working process? Before going to the algorithm, I want you to have to learn the tracing first. Okay, now look into this tracing method. The first question is list equal to 87654. Now we have a list and I'm going to mention now the index number. It starts with 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So the index will start from 0 to 4 and what is the length of the list is 5. So how many no bubble sort tracing it has to do? N minus 1, which means n is nothing but 5. So 4 pass it has to done. Okay. Now what is the first pass, which means first iteration you have to do the comparison. I am taking the list here 87654. The first one, the first number I am comparing it with the next number. 8 is greater than 7. Yes, it is true. So you are going to swap it. Why? Because I am going to do it in ascending order. Clear? So 7 will come here. In the next time, it will. You can see you are done the swapping now. So 7 and the 8 is moved to the next position. So 8654. Now you are going to take the second number. So second again it is a 8 only. So 8 you are going to compare it with 6. 8 is greater than 6. Yes, it is true. Then you have to do the swapping now. So after swapping, what is the list now? 7, 6, 8, 5, 4. Now you are going to compare the 8 with 5. So 8 is greater than 5. Yes, it is true. Then you have to swap it. So 7, 6, 5, 8, 4. Now 8 you are going to compare it with 4. So 8 is greater than 4. True. Then you have to do the swapping. So is there any other number after that? No. So you have to stop for the first pass. So after first pass, the number is not sorted. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 8 because you have done the swapping here. So this is the recent one, you got it. Clear now? How you have to do? It starts with 0 index. You have to compare it with the first index. Then first index to second index, second to third, third to fourth. Like that you have to do for the pass 1. After pass 1, again you have to do the pass 2. Which means the iteration 2 is happening. Iteration 2 is happening. Now you have to take the list 7, 6, 5, 4, 8 here. Again, you have to repeat the same process. You have to compare it with the 0 index to first index, which means first number to second number. 7 is greater than 6. Yes, it is true. Then you have to do the swapping. Now, 6, it is taking this position of first and 7 is going to the second position. Now, 7 is greater than 5. Yes, it is true. Then you have to do the swapping. Now, again, the third one, 7 is greater than 4. True, then you have to do the swapping. Then last one, you can see 7 is greater than 8. It is not, it is a false. Then you should not do any swapping. Can you see here in the first pass one till last no index it went, but the second one it is already sorted. This box is already sorted. Now that is what it becomes as a false now. Now if you compare it, this 2 1 is already sorted now, right? So now the next comparison, we are going to compare only this 3. Correct? Let's see. So after this pass 2, now we have a sorted list as 6, 5, 4, 7, 8. Now also the list is not sorted. Now you are going to do with the third iteration, which means third pass. So in the third pass, we are taking from the pass 2, 6, 5, 4, 7, 8. You are comparing it first to second. Yes, it is true. Then you have to do the swapping. Then second to third. Again, it is true. Then you have to do the swapping. And after third, I told you, right? Third to fourth is false. Then you should not use the swapping. Now you can see, now this 3 are already sorted. Now in the next comparison, we are going to do only with 2 condition. Clear? Now after pass 3, you got the list as 5, 4, 6, 7, 8. Again the pass 4, you are going to take it from the pass 3. Now 5, 4, 6, 7, 8, you are going to compare it with this 2. Yes, it is true. Now you have done the swapping, right? After that, now 5 and 6, if you are comparing, it is false. Then no swap. Now everything got swapped. Yes, everything, it is in the sorted order now. Okay, now I'm going to discuss with you the bubble shot algorithm. So before going to explain this, I want you should remember a few points. The first one is what is the name of the list. Here I have given the name of the list as num list. So num list is my name of the list. After that, what is an n? What is the meaning of n is length of the list. So n is nothing but length of the list. And the third one, you have to set the outer loop. What is the meaning of outer loop? Outer loop is nothing but, we have discussed in tracing that pass 1, pass 2, pass 3, right? So to deal with the pass, we are going to create the outer loop. So here I have created the outer loop by creating the variable as I. So I is dealing with the outer loop, is nothing but the passing. And the fourth one, you have to create the inner loop now. Inner loop I have created here the variable as j. So inner loop is j here. So what does the inner loop will do? Inner loop will check the condition. So first first element to the second element. If it is not in the order, it has to do the swapping. All this the inner loop will be taking care. And the fifth one is what? If it is needed, you have to do the swapping. And the sixth step, you have to do the increment of both inner loop and outer loop. So inner loop also you have to do the increment. Outer loop also you have to do the increment. So these are the 6 concepts you have to remember so that it is easy for you to write the algorithm. Now let's see how I have written the algorithm. The first one is a bubble shot. This is my name of the function and I am passing what? 2 arguments here, num list and n. Num list is the name of the list and n is nothing but length of the list. Now I am setting what? The outer loop, I equal to 0. Now while I is less than n minus 1. What is I here? The 0 for the first iteration and less than n minus 1. Why I am setting n minus 1? I hope everyone remember we had discussed if there is 5 element. So how many times passes you have to do it in bubble shot? N minus 1 passes, right? That is what I have given here. Passes. Outer loop it is dealing with the passes, right? So I have given here n minus 1, which means 0 is less than 4 if the elements are 5 elements. And if it is true, you are going to repeat steps 3 to step 8. What is the step 3? You are going to set now what? Inner loop. Inner loop is 0. This inner loop is 0 means it is starting with the index 0 or it will start with the first iteration. And while j is less than n minus I minus 1. For the first time when the value of I is 0, the j also 0, then 0 is less than n minus I. What is n here? 5 minus, what is I value? I value is 0 for the first time, minus 1. So 5 minus 0 is 5, 5 minus 1 is 4, right? So 0 is less than 4? Yes, 0 is less than 4. Why I am giving this statement, I will explain to you with the example. Then if it is true, you have to repeat step 5 to 7. What are the step 5? You are doing the comparison now. Num list of j. What is the num list of j here? I hope everyone is remember when you are creating the list. The list is num list, the name of the list. I am creating here 5, 7, 8. If I want to access the first element, how can you access? By using the index number, right? So num list of 0, it will give what? 5 as the answer. So to access the first element, you are using the index. Instead of 0, I am using it here what? Variable as a inner variable like j. So j comma num list of j plus 1. What is j plus 1? Here it is 0 plus 1 is 1. Clear? So 1, the first one, the first 0 and 1 only you are comparing it, right? So num list of j plus 1. After that what you are doing? J equal to j plus 1. You are doing the increment of both inner loop and outer loop. I hope everyone is clear. Okay, now let's look into the example. I'm created here num list equal to 5, 3 and 8. Okay, so totally how many elements are there? N equal to 3 elements are there. Okay, now if you're taking the pass 1, what is the value of I is 0. So whenever the value of I is 0, what is j value? N minus I minus 1. So n is nothing but 3, 0 minus 1 is 2. So what is actually 2? It is going to take j equal to 0 also j equal to 1. 2 times it has to do the comparison. So 5, 3, 8. First it is going to take 0 to 1 and it is doing the comparison. 5 is greater than 3. The condition is true, then it will do the swapping. Now j equal to 1. After that it is changing to j equal to 1. Because you can see here we have done the j equal to j plus 1 inside the while loop. And this I equal to I plus 1 you have done outside the loop. So you have to first do the increment of j inner loop. After that only, once completely completed, then only you have to do the increment of I. Clear? So inside that pass one only you are doing the increment here j equal to 1. So you are doing what? The comparison here 5 and 8. So 5 is greater than 8, it is false. So it won't do the swapping. Now you are increasing what? I equal to 1. So I equal to 1 is what now? Then j also will become 0 only because j equal to n minus I minus 1. So 3 minus 1 is 1. So j will run only one time. That is 0 index only it is going to compare it. So 3 and 5 and 8 because we are taking it from the past one. So you are going to compare it with 0 to first index. So it is false. So it won't do the swapping. So pass 3 if you are trying to do, what it will happen? The I value will become now increased to 3. Right? But what is the condition you have given here? While I is less than n minus 1. So if I value is 3, it is less than n minus 1 is what? 2. It is not correct. So that's what it has come out from the loop. So it won't go to the pass 3. I hope everyone is clear what the inner loop and outer loop. Outer loop is dealing with what? Pass. And inner loop is dealing with the comparison. And first time the inner loop you have given set j equal to j plus 1 inside the while loop. So first the j will be getting incremented every time. After that only I will get increment. Clear now?
Okay, now we are going to see the program. So I'm using here for loop. In algorithm we used while loop. Creating the function def is a keyword to create a function, and bubble short is the name of the function. And I'm passing here only one argument. List1 is my name of the list. After that I'm creating now n is what? Len of list1. Okay, it will store the length of the list1. After that I'm creating I. outer loop for I in range of n minus 1. N minus 1 is nothing but n minus 1 passes. For j in range of 0 comma n minus I minus 1, I'm creating here inner loop here. So depends on the I, it will be doing the j. Okay, and if I is list 1 of j is greater than list 1 of j plus 1, I'm comparing the 0 element with first element. If it is true, this step is important. You are doing the swapping. List 1 of j comma list 1 of j plus 1. J is nothing but 0 index and j list 1 of j plus 1 is 1. So you are comparing the 0 index with 1 index. Then j equal to list 1 of j plus 1 comma list 1 of j, which means j1 plus 1 will go to j and j will go to j plus 1. Swapping is done. After that, I'm creating num list here. So num list is a variable and I'm using the eval function. Eval function, you have to use the square bracket to collect the list of elements. After that, I'm calling now bubble shot. So what is a bubble shot? I'm calling the function. I'm passing the num list as a argument. Then I'm printing sorted list by using the for loop. For I in range of len of num list, I'm printing the num list end equal to space. Okay, now let's run the program. Enter the list of elements. I'm using here square bracket and directly I'm adding the element here 1 comma 5 comma 6 comma 2 comma minus 1. So the sorted list is minus 1 1 2 5 6. So now this is what it will work for the bubble shot. I hope everyone is clear with the concept. Okay, if you have any question, post your question in the comment section. I will reply to your question. And those who didn't subscribe my channel, please do the subscription. In next class we are going to see the next sorting technique. Thank you so much.